Let's run away. There we go. Okay, let's go talk to these counselors. Captain around sent me to check on the counselor. You mentioned a letter?
What's taking you so long? They should... Valen! No! Oh, Valen! Oh, my love! What happened? I thought Captain Rihan sent you to protect my husband!
I was too late. He was already dead when I found him.
You know, Valen acted strange after the letter from Farrell Lupus arrived. He didn't tell me what it said, and I never asked. Before he left today, he gave me a sealed scroll, said to give it to Counselor Leviticus if anything ever happened to him.
A scroll? What scroll?
A scroll, sealed and bearing my husband's stamp. Take it. Give it to Counselor Leviticus. I hope it helps catch whoever murdered my husband. I'll summon the town guard. They'll help me with my husband.
Kind of feel bad for her. This is her husband.
Stay alert. I have it on good authority that I'm in danger.
Of course, Counselor.
Step back and state your business. I have every reason to believe that my life is in danger. If you so much as make a threatening gesture, the Brigandine will dismember you. He has very strict orders on that regard.
I'm working for Captain Rian. I was sent to tell you that the threat is real. Calm down, don't get your panties in a twist.
I was beginning to suspect as much. Very well. Tell me everything that you have learned. Leave nothing out. I want to hear it all.
Well, the Dark Brotherhood already murdered Pharaoh Lupus and Counselor Jerk.
Lupus? Emperor Leovik's old steward? And Jirik as well? Gods, they are targeting the Elder Council. Anything else? Tell me. The slightest detail could mean the difference between life and death.
We think it has something to do with Leviticus' secret, something called the Four Ambitions.
The ambitions? I heard that term once before, years ago. I must go to Tidewater Cave. I have a cache hidden there, and I need to check my records. Meanwhile, I suggest you find Jirik's files. She kept them in a hidden compartment in her nightstand.
Well, how well did you know her?
Extremely well. We were rivals as well as colleagues on the Elder Council. It was that way between all of the counselors, I suppose. Her death is a tragedy, however. I will miss her.
And your records includes information on the ambitions?
Possibly. I oversaw the Imperial Treasury, so my records deal with expenditures and collections. I have documents going as far back as Emperor Morikar, possibly even Durkarach, and I know I saw that term someplace. I will see what I can find.
Oh, okay. I guess we will go do that. Hello, dear.
Experience the thaumaturgical prowess of a master.
Maybe not right now.
Oh, hey! I'm glad you're here. I've been searching all over, but I could use your help. This place is huge. Why do rich people need so many rooms? Oh, but tell me, did you warn the counselors like I asked?
Valeria has protections going to search her records, but I was too late to save Sophus.
Sophus is dead? Damn! Was it the Dark Brotherhood? What am I saying? Of course it was! I've torn this place apart, but so far I haven't found anything related to Imperial secrets or the ambitions. Maybe you can spot something I missed.
Counselor Fereldia told me that Jerk keeps records in a hidden compartment in her nightstand.
I knew you'd be a help, but I didn't expect you to just have the answer the moment you walked in. Good job! Counselor Jirik's bedroom is upstairs. Let's see if we can find that hidden compartment. Hidden compartment? I love it! I mean, I hate that people have died, but So, what did you find?
It's an order from the Emperor Levitic. He told Jarek to move the ambitions, but the last line is in code.
Let me see that. That's a code, all right. Some of the other documents I found use something similar. You know, I'm really starting to hate all this secrecy surrounding the ambitions.
The late one is in Kuro City. Maybe somebody here can decipher it?
Good idea. We need to report in to Counselor Leviticus anyway. Let him know what we uncovered. If he has a qualified scribe, great. If not, I know someone. They helped me with those other documents. Let's go to Leowyn Castle and talk to Leviticus.
Alright, let's go.
I can't help feeling
This is a pretty huge house. Like, ridiculously huge. Over here. Leowyn Castle we go.
I need your report, mercenary. Word reached me that Councillor Jirik was murdered. What about Sophus and Valeria? And did you find definitive proof that the Dark Brotherhood is our culprit?
Counselor Sophus has been murdered too, but Valeria is safe. These notes were by each of the bodies.
That's the Black Hand, symbol of the Dark Brotherhood. I wish Jirik and Sophus had allowed me to assign brigadines to protect them. At least Valeria, however reluctantly, agreed to a military escort. Did you and Everly uncover any other information?
We gathered a few documents we think Counselor Leviticus should see.
It appears that Councillor Leviticus's trust in the Wood Elf was not misplaced. Very well. You and Everly can head in and talk to the Councillor.
Alright, thank you.
Captain Rian and the Ivory Brigade. You must be the mercenary that Captain Rian told me about. And I see you're working with Everly Sharp Arrow. Good. Good. I assume you have something to report. I'm listening.
Counselor Jarek and Sophus were murdered. These notes were left beside the bodies.
Damn it all to oblivion and back. I should have taken Faro Lupus more seriously when I received his letter. This is definitely the mark of the Dark Brotherhood. Anything else to add to this?
Jarek and Sophus left behind documents, but part of them's written, I don't know, in code.
Yes, that's the Longhouse Emperor's code. Only a handful of Imperial scribes can decipher it. I know one. Baragon. I'll send for him at once. Meanwhile, we must warn the remaining counselors on the list. Eivor, Valeria, Itinia, and Vondacia.
Counselor Freya is under guard and collecting her records from Tidewater Cave.
Very good. I've sent messages to Itinia and Vondacia already, as neither of them are currently within Leowin's jurisdiction. I need you to go to Fort Blueblood. Counselor Eivor has taken refuge there, but I'd prefer to have her here in Leowin.
I'll go to Fort Blueblood and talk to the counselor.
Everything we do now must be swift if we are to get ahead of this. Go to Fort Blueblood and convince Counselor Eivor to return to the city. She'll be safer here than at the fort.
Well, you must know about more about the Emperor Levica's secrets and the ambitions, right?
Sadly, no. Whatever Leovic confided in Faro Lupus and the others, whatever he ordered them to do, he kept it a complete secret from me. I suppose he assumed I wouldn't go along with anything illegal or Daedric, and he was right.
But weren't you the chief counselor?
I was, but the Elder Council was made up of almost 24 counselors. According to the list Evely Sharparrow brought me, only 7 counselors were privy to this secret. Make that 6. I have no idea why Leovic listed me among that group.
There must have been some reason for your name being linked with the others.
Who knows what was going through Leovic's head when he wrote that entry in his journal. Varen and his rebels were literally pounding at the doors of the palace at the time. And Leovic wasn't totally in his right mind even before the rebellion.
Okay. I don't like you.
Fort Blueblood? That's to the east across the river. I'll meet you there.
My hands won't stop shaking.
Oh, and there's an update for Skyrim coming out in November. I wonder if because they added a new area to this the Elder Scrolls, if they're gonna add it into Skyrim as well. So if you guys hear my phone go off, apparently my husband doesn't understand leaving. Oh, I'm gonna hurt myself. Yeah.
Look, Counselor Leviticus and Captain Rianne sent me. I need to see Counselor Abor now.
And what about my sister? She hasn't been seen since she took the counselor her meal.
Counselor Abor was very clear about this. She doesn't want to be disturbed. Oh, another mercenary. Is our Ivory Brigade so enfeebled that Captain Rianne must resort to hiring sellswords? Look, as I told the Wood Elf, Counselor Abor was quite insistent. She doesn't want to be disturbed.
Okay, well, Captain Rianne and Counselor Leviticus sent us. Do you really want to get us getting all right?
All right, enough. I can see when I'm being overruled. Very well. I give you permission to enter the watchtower. Counselor Abor's safety is now in your hands.
Why was the servant up
Lurius? Oh, something about his sister. She's another servant here at the fort. Works in the kitchen, I believe. Apparently, she brought the counselor her meal. He says she never returned, but the servants look for any opportunity to sneak off.
And why did Counselor Abor come to form Blue Blood?
The counselor demanded we protect her. Said her life was in danger, but refused to give me any details. Imperial confidentiality, she insisted, above my station. I put her up in the watchtower, and assigned a couple of brigadines to guard her.
Oh no! Counselor Abor's been murdered! But where's the servant? The Dark Brotherhood's calling card. Of course they tore out the pages and took them, just when we were so close to finding out more about the ambitions. Abor's meal is still warm. So what happened to the servant that delivered it? We have a door locked from the outside, a dead counselor, and a missing servant. Did the assassin take off with both the torn-out journal pages and the servant? Anyway, they not only murdered Abor, they probably know how to find the ambitions now.
Well, how did the murderer get in and out of the watchtower without being, seen?
See that rope hanging from the top of the tower? Bet my bottom acorn that's how the assassin got in and out. But the missing servant... something about that is knocking on the back of my head. And why would the Dark Brotherhood take those pages?
Maybe the Dark Brotherhood wants Daedric weapons for themselves?
Maybe. But everything I've read about the Dark Brotherhood never suggested they would be interested in weapons of war. If that's even what the ambitions are. Damn it. We're loosing arrows in the dark here. Let's tell Commander Orton.
So, will Counselor Abor be returning with you to Leowyn? Murdered? Gods, keep your voice down. Do you want to start a panic? Tell me what you found in the watchtower.
Abor's meal was still warm but untouched, and assassins left a calling card.
Let me see that. A black handprint. The sign of the Dark Brotherhood. But where is the servant, Talais? Is she involved in this fiasco? And how did she and the assassin get out of the watchtower? My brigandines never left their post.
There's a rope hanging in the ceiling.
Well, that explains some of it, but not all. We need to locate Talais. Since you're already involved and working for Captain Rian, I want you to quietly try to find Talais. Start by talking to the other servants in the kitchen and dining hall.
Okay guys, we are going to take a very quick break. We'll be right back. And we're back. So I was grabbing some din-dins. Okay, so what have we got in our inventory, shall we? Ugh, really? Come on. Work for me.
All right, grab a broom and start sweeping.
What? No, that's Talaze's job.
And do you see Talaze anywhere? No.
Another new face in the fort? First Counselor Eivor, now you and that cute wood elf. Look, I'd love to chat, but Talaze has wandered off and left me to handle her chores.
Well, I'm trying to find Feliz. Any idea where we should look?
She took the Counselor her meal and hasn't returned. Did you check the watchtower? Eibor's a little old, but maybe Talaze decided to improve her station, if you catch my meaning. Eivor reeks of fear. Maybe Talaze finds that attractive.
What do you mean the counselor reeks of fear?
Well, she's been acting like a frightened guar since she arrived. Stays locked up in the watchtower. Only lets a single servant in at a time. And I hear she's been burning papers. Documents of some kind. She's scared out of her wits, if you ask me.
Thank you.
The servants come to the kitchen to mutter and gossip. This one will not have it. Misaba asks that you do not distract them overly long, as they are already naturally lazy. What is it that you need?
Well, Commander Orton asked to locate Talise. Any ideas where she may be?
That young woman. She has not returned from the watchtower, so her chores remain undone. And she took the pantry key with her when she went. It is no longer hanging on its hook. That is a clear violation of the kitchen rules. A clear violation.
Where's the pantry?
The pantry is in the cellar, but the door is around the side of the building. Talise mumbled something about how the counselor loves hot root flakes, grabbed the key and the tray of food and went off. This one hasn't seen her since.
Oh, thank you.
Your sister is fine. This one is certain.
Then where could she be? She would never neglect her duties.
Probably found a dark corner and... Pardons, but as much as this one loves idle chatter, there is much work to be done.
Well, Commander Orton asked to find us Talise. Any idea where we should look?
Ah, Talise. She worries her brother so. She asked me where we kept the hot root flakes. Counselor Eivor sprinkles them on every dish. I told her they are in the pantry, but you need the key from the kitchen to unlock the door.
Before we check the pantry, let's talk.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what did we learn? Counselor Eivor was frightened, but that's understandable. Interesting that she was burning documents. Her journal indicated that she knew more than the others. And Talaze visited the pantry before heading to the watchtower.
Oh, do you think we should take a look at the pantry?
Couldn't hurt. And every mystery novel I ever read taught me you should always follow up on every clue. Even the ones that seem insignificant. Let's check the pantry and see if she was looking for more than hot root flakes down there. murdered Talais too! Why would the Dark Brotherhood murder... Oh no! We need to talk about this. Alright, I think I figured it out. The assassin followed Talais down here, murdered her, and took her place so they could gain access to the watchtower. Pretty clever, but they didn't have to kill her.
Does that sound the way the Dark Brotherhood normally does?
No, not from what I've read anyway. I thought they only killed those whose names appeared on their contracts. I can't imagine anyone asked them to kill a poor servant.
Should we turn to Leowin and inform Councilor Vicus and Captain Rian?
Yes, but we still need to check on Councillor Valeria. And someone needs to go to Gideon and make sure that Councillor Van Dacia is alright. Can I leave those tasks to you? I want to return to Leowin and consult with Councillor Leviticus.
Yeah, I can check with, Valeria... Kitty, whatever her name is, but we also need to inform Commander about this murder.
Oh, good point. Before you head out, report to Commander Orton. Tell him what happened to Talais, and how we think the assassin slipped into the watchtower undetected. His brigadiers need to be able to recognize an imposter when they see one.
I'll report to the Commander and contact 2 remaining counselors and meet you in Leowin.
After you report to the Commander, make contact with Councillors Valeria and Van Dacia. Valeria went to Tidewater Cave to get her records, and Van Dacia works in the Gideon Courthouse. Cracked acorns! I suddenly had the weirdest feeling come over me.
You okay?
Yes. No, I don't know. We were talking about the counselors, Valeria and Van Dacia. Suddenly I had a premonition. It was brief and disturbing and mildly unpleasant, like the dreams I've been having. But this is the first time while I was awake.
Well, tell me about the dreams.
Remember I told you about that strange book I found? The one with the Daedric writing that I can't read? I've been having bad dreams since I found it, and the dreams are becoming more frequent. This time it happened right while we were talking.
Now tell me about that premonition.
It was just a flash, but it was accompanied by a feeling. I felt a sense of overwhelming evil, all tied up in the figure I saw in my mind. Like someone held a portrait in front of my face for just a moment and then pulled it away.
Well, what did it look like?
It was one of the Waking Flame cultists, I think. Someone powerful, in command. A dark silhouette wrapped in a cloak. I'll never forget the feeling it invoked. It was like a wave of hopelessness. We can deal with this later. Let's get back to it.
A murder? Here in the fort? Who would commit such an...
All right. You talked to the fort's servants and rummaged around in our pantry. What's the verdict? Did you find the missing servant?
Pantry, the assassin murdered her, pretending to be her to get into the watchtower.
That's... Oh, that's horrible. Are you sure? No. Of course you're sure. No one would lie about something like that. I'll tell her brother what happened and send someone to tend to her body. Gods, what a day this has been.
Okay, let's go do,
What do you want?
what do you think we could go like?
Deal with the criminal post-haste.
Your guards did their job, Counselor Vandacia. The prisoner is secure.
And what's this? More assassins? Explain yourself immediately.
Chill.
One attempt on my life today is more than enough. If you're another one of those Dark Brotherhood bastards, I assure you, you won't find either myself or Governor Keshu to be easy prey.
Well, I'm no assassin. Counselor Leviticus sent me to warn you. He wants you to go to Layla.
Warn me? As always, Leviticus offers too little and too late. I received the letter, same as the other counselors. My personal guard took the threat seriously, and we captured the assassin in the act. But what of my esteemed colleagues? Are they safe?
Well, Counselor Jarek and Sophist and Abar were murdered. They're all dead.
Dead? All three of them? This is unimaginable. Pharaoh Lupus's letter suggested the Longhouse Emperors left behind a secret that would prove to be a threat. But I thought he was just being melodramatic. Has Leviticus determined what this is about?
As here concerns the four ambitions, we're examining old records to learn more.
4 ambitions? Never heard of them. How could something I know nothing about make me a target of the Dark Brotherhood? It's got to be a mistake. You must question the prisoner. Get him to confess and reveal the truth of this sordid affair.
I'll question the prisoner. Where are you holding him?
Governor Keshu locked the prisoner in the holding cell in the courthouse basement. Question the villain and find out why the Dark Brotherhood is trying to wipe out anyone who was part of the Imperial Elder Council. I'll head for Leowin afterward.
You really don't have any idea the secret?
I wish there was something I could tell you. The letter I received suggested that some old council business was the cause of all this. Why the Dark Brotherhood would be interested in such menial affairs, I'm not sure. I'm completely baffled. As I said, I never heard the term. The Longhouse Emperors were enamored of secrets and code words, though. Perhaps I encountered it, but it was called something else. If you think it might be important, ask the assassin when you interrogate him.
The cell door is open. What happened here?
Poured something on the lock. Hit me. And escaped.
Some sort of acid ate right through the lock. Look, there's more of it on the floor.
Guess you follow it?
He ran that way, toward the old ruins.
He almost knocked me over. How rude.
He attacked this legionnaire and ran into the ruins of the old city.
Oh, this is good fun, guys.
Do you make it a habit to read other people's mail? That letter is personal and private, full of sensitive information.
The letter talks about opening a Dark Brotherhood sanctuary in Bloodroom Cave.
Well, aren't you a fast reader? If you chased after me because of something Council Van Dacia told you, well, he lied. If the Dark Brotherhood sets out to kill you, you're dead. We don't make mistakes. We don't fail. Not ever.
Well, we found evidence besides numerous murder victims, members of the Elder Council that you killed.
I haven't killed anyone. Not recently, anyway. And if you're talking about our calling card, anyone can dip their palm in black ink and slap it on a sheet of parchment. Look, we received no contracts. I'm here on different business entirely.
And who want to blame Dark Brotherhood?
Good question. If you figure it out, let me know. I certainly owe someone for the bruises the Councilor's guards gave me. Now, as much fun as this has been, I really do need to get back to my daring escape. Best of luck with your mystery.
You really are interesting. Come back to the courthouse for me.
Tempting, but no. I detest so-called places of justice.
So what you guys decide to do for dinner? I had stuff. My husband and I are on a healthy diet, so we get all because of a thing that we're trying to do. Trying to lose weight, get healthier.
So, the mercenary from Leowin has returned. Tell me, were you able to capture the assassin? Or perhaps you killed him in battle once you caught up to him?
I wasn't able to
I am
apprehend him,
eager to hear the
but
news.
I did recover the letter.
Allow me to peruse the document, if you will. Proof positive that the Dark Brotherhood is in Blackwood. We must find this sanctuary and destroy it.
It denies organization involvement.
What did you expect? Such lies fall from his lips like rain from the sky on a stormy day. Villains never freely admit their guilt. The evidence is right here in this letter. Meet me in Leowin, and we'll share this information with Leviticus.
Where's Governor Keshu? Shouldn't she... you have more guards?
What? Oh, my personal guard are nearby, and these legionnaires are sufficient. You need not be concerned. As for Keshu, she had business to attend to. Gideon business. I saw no reason to distract her from her regular duties. Now, to Leowin.
Okay. Hold on, guys. I'm just getting the skin off of this pepper. Keeps getting stuck on the back of the throat.
Again?
Fine, screw you. I don't think I want to be part of the fighter guild. I kind of want to be like a mage.
A circlet of rubies crowns her head, tangled blankets as she's falling dead.
Alright, now let's go. Anything else? Okay, so with Skyrim, you can actually just like sleep in your house and everything that you get. This game, you can't. You can only store stuff in there. So I have this thing with Skyrim mod that you have to sleep and eat and all that in order to survive. And I like it. It's more realistic. So, you can't sleep, there's, really no use for houses except for storing your stuff. I really don't bother with it. Unless I have, like, a lot of stuff that I don't want to get rid of, like a lot of weapons that are special. Then yeah, but until then... peppers, what I did is I actually put it smoked. I smoked them. After I smoked them. God, I hate spiders.
Ha! The mercenary. Your timing really is impeccable. We've already packed up my records, and we're about to head out. But what news of the other counselors? Did your warnings reach them in time?
Well, Consular Sophus and Orber were murdered, just like Jurek. If you need to go to you need to go to Leyland Castle.
All three of them? That's disheartening news. Well, I'll take my records to Leowen. Perhaps between the two of us, Counselor Leviticus and I can ascertain what past incident has returned to haunt us.
What kind of records do you keep?
Just a lifetime of public service and bureaucracy. Mostly financial records, but also meeting notes, ledgers, those sorts of things. I oversaw budgets and finances, the collection of taxes, public works, and I kept immaculate records.
Well, we found Jurek's file where you said Leviticus said for a scribe to decipher the code portions.
That's good to hear. Emperor Leovic loved to hide things in coded documents. But what about Counselor Vendacia? Do we know if he's still safe in Gideon?
I already warned Counselor Vendacia. He's on his way to Leowen.
Perfect. I look forward to conferring with the remaining members of the Elder Council. These brigadines will make sure I get to the city safely. Me and my records both. I'll see you in Leowen, mercenary.
Bye. actually going to end it here. So next time we come back, we will go ahead and figure out what's going on.